go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask if President Biden will sign the refugee executive order today, and then a follow-up on that.
The president is certainly committed to looking for ways to ensure more refugees are welcomed into the United States. It's a priority to him personally, but I don't expect him to sign a specific executive order today.
Try me, bitch.
Him to announce his intent to raise the cap for the fiscal year for refugees to like a prorated annual $125,000, which would be around, I guess, $80,000 for the year. I think New York Times reported that.
I expect him to talk about his commitment to refugees, but I'm not going to get ahead of any other specific announcements he'll make in the speech. You guessed there's been good reporting, as Jake confirmed a lot of pieces.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Thanks, Jen. Has the president been briefed yet from Secretary Yellen's meeting this morning with financial regulators over market volatility like GameStop? And is he expecting her to deliver potential options to address that?
I would send you to the Department of Treasury. Obviously, they oversaw the meeting. I'm not even sure what time it took place. I would defer to them on that and any specific details they want to read out from it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Jeremy.
One of the biggest criticisms of President Trump's approach to handling the coronavirus was that the administration didn't provide clear guidance to states about when they should shut down, when they should reopen. Dr. Vivek Murthy back in November talked about a national alert system that would be needed. Is that something that the administration is planning to implement, some kind of color-coded system to tell states by which criteria they should reopen or shut down? Is that something you guys are considering or planning to implement?
I'm happy to talk to our health team, and you'll have another briefing with them tomorrow.
Why are you crying?
American Airlines and United Airlines are planning to furlough about 27,000 employees by the end of next month as their federal payroll aid runs out. Does President Biden support giving those airlines more financial aid, and does he support including that in this coronavirus relief package?
I think the president's priorities are already in the package, and they are focused on ensuring there's funding to get vaccines in the arms of Americans, funding to reopen schools, ensuring that the 1 in 7 Americans families who can't put food on the table is worried about that, is able to do that. As you know, there's a process that will be ongoing on Capitol Hill over the course of the next days and through the course of next week, where there will be amendments put forward to work on committees, but I think the priorities of the president are already in the bill.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS
Fucking right in the pussy.
Question. Avril Haines made clear that she would absolutely comply with the law requiring the intelligence community to provide Congress with a declassified report on who was responsible for the death of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. When can we expect to see that? And is President Biden considering sanctioning Saudi Arabia for that murder of Jamal Khashoggi?
Well, as you noted, that review would come out of the intelligence community, and it will be released on the timeline of when it's completed, and we certainly would never take a step to expedite or change the timeline that works best for them. And then, as Jake also noted, there's an ongoing review of a range of our foreign policy, our national security policies, certainly including in terms of our relationship with Saudi Arabia, but I don't have anything to preview for you.
Speak. Fuck.
Jen, as it relates to COVID relief, you said the president wants to take care of people that need the help the most. Obviously, a lot of Americans right now say that they need help. So how do you determine who needs help and who doesn't? Where do you draw that line?
Well, again, Peter, I think what we're hoping to do through the package is provide assistance to Americans who are struggling to make ends meet.
Dreams that you could do.
For the Americans who are listening to every word that's here, how soon should they expect that relief to come? And can you guarantee that it's going to be there before the March 14 deadline when unemployment insurance, for example, expires?
You're right, and that's something that we're very mindful of here. The president's mindful of, the vice president's mindful of, our economic team is certainly mindful of.
Bruh. Talks about bipartisanship. He's met with Senate Republicans, then Senate Democrats, then spoke to House Democrats. When is he going to meet with or speak to House Republicans?
He's every single day he is meeting with members of both parties, engaging with members of both parties. That work is not done, but I don't have a meeting to announce for you.
Where you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Jen, can you give us a sense of the scope and scale of U.S. commitment to COVAX? Beyond the $4 billion that have been approved by Congress for Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, in December, I believe, will there be additional funding for COVAX?
We have reiterated our commitment to COVAX. I don't have any additional funding, though, to announce today.
You're a fucking idiot.